We fell out of love like shooting stars came crashing down, and we're building back up again now.
BGV.
Imitations are rebellion.
What's up, guys? Rogue here. Welcome back to part 2 of Storytime. If you guys missed part 1, go back and watch that. It'll be linked into the video. Somewhere. Click on it, maybe. There? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I'm not that special. I don't know how to do that kind of. And I'm sure it's on YouTube. But whatever. So before this one continues, I need to address that there is gonna be this is part 2 of part 5. I didn't address that in the first one. But so the audio issues. This probably sounds fine because like there's besides the music playing in the background. But I do know before you guys go down in the comments say yes. I put in a little text on the first one talking about like their audio issues on OBS because I didn't adjust the volume correctly. That's like this for this video as well. It's gonna be like for the video for episode 3, 4, and 5 because like I said, we sat down and we did one whole recording. Like that was an hour and 20 minutes of us talking, and I chopped it up into 5 different videos. So just so you guys know, I know the audio's messed up. You don't have to point it out. I know I screwed up. It'll be better in the next coming videos after this stuff is out. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, enjoy. I almost try to do an outro. Just enjoy the video.
Wait. That might actually have happened. I don't remember.
Well, see, she said that I didn't believe that you did that, and like now it's being 2020. Being 2020, like because like I can see that you doing that, like because like he's my bro, he notices I'm upset, and like although like he might be leaning towards the side of my doubts, but like he's gonna be sitting there like making sure I'm not gonna get myself hurt. And like she got frustrated that I didn't believe her, and well, she got frustrated at Op too. Because she thought Op at that time was kind of doing the same stuff Rad was doing, but in
she started to troll a little bit in the server, and because of a nasty troll I had when I first got gaming, I didn't trust anyone anymore if they were going to start trolling. So that was an unfortunate.
It was an unfortunate event, like, cause like she got frustrated that you got upset with her, or you said something to her about something, and like she got frustrated. She took it the wrong way. If that makes sense in my opinion. She took it the wrong way, because
she said something to me on Snapchat, and then I sent you a message on Snapchat saying that she was getting mad at me for something I didn't even do. Like I was like, whoa, what the fuck am I hearing?
Well, at the time, like I don't remember exactly what it was, but like we was kind of talking about it. Well, I don't think I brought up that like Snapchat message stuff, but like at the time, like I think it was like I don't think it was necessarily her. I think it was, but like we thought it was her being kind of trolly-ish.
Yeah.
Because like because right around the time I think we might have had a run-in with that other troll somehow, and like we just didn't know.
Yeah, there's something weird like that.
But she basically felt like you accused her of something, and then she kind of got upset that I kind of leaned towards your side.
Yeah, no, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, full on.
And so then me had the big gamer brain idea. Oh, get them all in one, like.
Yeah, that was the worst idea ever.
Messaging area, and let them talk out their benefits and talk out like their benefits, talk out their grief, like let them share their frustrations with each other, right? Awesome, great idea. It'll fix anything. I can still have my best friends. Because
that was the worst.
I gotta tell you guys something, like, and I told Op this, like, it got to a point where I literally was thinking about like just like disappearing and like not talking to you guys to save my relationship. But like I couldn't do that because like you guys, like I said, we kind of grew that brother bond, if that makes sense. And like I convinced myself I gotta have.
Oh boy.
Rad's dying again. You good, Rad? Oh. We lost Rad.
Yeah.
But no, like, wait, I'm trying to wait for him to come back, but I guess he'll take him a hot minute. But no, like,
he lagged.
He lagged out. I was telling about it the other day, and I guess I'll just repeat it when Rad gets back. I guess I'll have to edit out to repeat areas.
I heard none of it again. Discord is hating today.
Okay, so I was talking to Op about this the other day because the time of this recording, like me and her just sat down and recorded that video once. Around that time period, like I literally was thinking about cutting you guys off, like 100%, like cutting you guys off and just not coming back. That way I could save my relationship. And so also around that time, my good buddy Billy Bob.
Billy
Bob decided to, like, I guess I introduced, because like I was still in a little bit into gaming. She slightly got into gaming. She like played Fortnite. She wanted to find somebody else.
She played a lot of Fortnite.
She wanted to know if I had somebody else that would play Fortnite with us, and like so I introduced her to my friend Billy Bob. And apparently, because like I said, like because at the time frame, I wasn't really like, I guess, listening to her like concerns. So like she would be out talking to Billy Bob about the problems, and Billy Bob became like a best friend to her. And I guess Billy Bob decided, because he never really had like a girlfriend, I don't know what his logic was on this one, but Billy Bob decided it would be a good idea to create this master plan to lie to get her for me and her to officially finally break up. Because apparently what I didn't know, and I kind of found out, and I think to this day, if I brought it up to Billy Bob probably would still say it wasn't true, that she was a liar, because she ended up breaking up with him 2 months later anyways, or something like that, a month later anyways. Billy Bob started telling her that I was saying things about her, talking bad about her to him, that like I didn't even say, because he like never showed her messages and whatnot, but he just and like I never did talk about her. Like I just said I had doubts. Like I voiced, you know how like, because at this time Billy Bob became my best friend in my state. Like you guys were my best friends. And so like I would voice my concerns to Billy Bob, and so I guess Billy Bob took my concerns and turned them into and used that against me, and was telling her that I was saying stuff. Then he would tell me that she was talking trash about me, and apparently none of that was even happening. And so basically at the time neither of us knew that it was all a lie or anything, and we just believed it. And so she breaks up with me. We hang out one day. We're supposed to be hanging out, like right, so we're hanging out, and so she goes off with some friends, because I don't remember the story. I think he was getting ready to leave out of town again or something. And so Billy Bob, and then like later that night, because we still trying to, like, we 100% was trying to fix this, so we was trying to hang out, just like to be around each other. But apparently that day Billy Bob knew, because apparently it's Billy Bob's idea for us to hang out, because that's the day she broke up with me. Billy Bob was it was his idea, well, sort of his idea to get us to hang out. Op, what are you watching?
I'm playing through my story, and I forgot that my mic was on.
Well, Billy Bob, like, I told Billy Bob, hey, me and her's gonna hang out, and so like I got mad at Billy Bob because he knew she was gonna break up with me that day, and he still let me go hang out with her, like, that night, and he still let me go hang out with her. Like, he didn't, like, I got frustrated because he didn't warn me, because at this time, like, he was saying she was saying stuff, and like I was trying not to believe it and whatnot, but like I guess I did start believing it. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's talk, hang out. And so like we went to hang out. She ended up leaving to go hang out with somebody else. I ended up walking to my grandmother's house. My dad picks me up. My dad like hates her because of this whole I have to edit that out. This whole Billy Bob situation. This whole Billy Bob situation.
So well.
I know, this whole Billy Bob situation. And so then me and her, like, so like then like we tried to fix things again a little bit, right? But picture this, like Billy Bob still involved in this. Like, me and her are still like talking, they're apparently dating at this time area, but me and her are still trying to fix things because like I guess she was kind of feeling kind of bad, and so he's trying to get back together. Like, we thought we could fix it. Billy Bob apparently thought it was a good idea to try and make someone a mommy, and failed miserably. Honestly, failed miserably. But
I remember that.
His thinking on this one was because he's like, well, she's a mommy, he won't want to be around.
Little did he know that you would.
Little did he know, I was 100% down for this. I was like, all right, because I think she started having doubts, and like she had her own personal stuff going on, and eventually, so they ended up breaking up like 2 months or so later, and so then like me and her finally, like, it just never worked out. Me and her was never able to fix stuff between us, and so it kind of like died out. So we stopped talking like a good 8 months. And like in that 8 months, like I developed like I don't know, I got into a hole. You can ask Rad. Like I got to a dark place.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
And so
he was a very depressed boy. Is all I can say.
Basically, the point of all that, like recapping of what you guys heard us talk about in that video, was that stuff 100% is what like got me uninterested in like doing gaming content or just gaming in general. Like, cause like I'm not saying like I hate gaming. I don't hate gaming. Like I think like occasionally I'm in the mood to play a game, but like I don't love gaming like I used to love gaming. And so I guess basically to sum up with that, like, okay, in your eyes, Rad, what did that look like from? Because that's my point of view. Like I was starting to like go downhill pretty. Like I could tell.
Oh God.
What was your point of view of all that?
It was like a fucking runaway train.
Wait, hold up. So they got the rundown of what like happened to cause me to fall out of gaming. What, like, start from like I guess where you could tell I was still interested in gaming. Like, how could you tell? Like, what little like stuff was like? Was it like just tell me like how you started to tell I was uninterested?
Oh God, this. Oh. Fudge. Okay, let's see.
And I guess I'll get Op's point of view as well.
So around the time that Fortnite was still big, you were still somewhat into the gaming because at the time,
that's all me and her played together.
Yeah, you guys were playing that a lot, and not only that, but me and Billy Bob were also joining the games a lot as well. So it was at that time you were still happy with video games. You were enjoying it, I think, a little bit, but it was at the same time trying to find that difference between gaming with her and gaming with me.
Right.
It was when you were starting to feel torn and was like not really sure about how much you were enjoying gaming anymore. It was at that point I started to feel like you were slowly starting to drift away and become distant from the game.
Yeah.
Then it was about 6 months after that when all of this went down that your attitude about games really
really what you lagged, I think.
Done for some time. You just and you were like just done with games, and the only reason you continued to play was for me.
Like, did I like? Cause like she said cause me and her never fully talked about anything like what
Discord
happened.
today. I hate Discord today.
Yeah. So me and her never like talked about anything of that until like recently, like literally like I've always kind of wanted to talk to her about like recently, like we didn't talk about any of this. But like in your guys' eyes, did y'all like was it really bad? Like did I get like how bad was it? Like
Well,
Because, like, was it really? Because, like, I know I tried to hide it a lot. Like, I 100%, like, because I knew I was
Whoa,
hurting.
wait, what?
Like, then knowing that I was, like, I guess, not okay in that mental aspect of, like, her and, like, whatnot.
Dude, you couldn't hide it from me one bit.
Because, like, I 100%, like, tried.
Yeah, there was no hiding it from me because of how much time we had spent together playing video games. I started to learn you better than you probably knew yourself at that time. So I could instantly tell that you were depressed like every single day from it. And it was at that point that I was trying to like help you get out of that state. Like
I know there was...
we talked it over and like I tried to distance your mind from everything that happened.
I know there was one point, like I blamed Rad for a little bit, like, because at that time, in that time frame, I was like,
some stuff had happened.
Well, I didn't realize Zach was playing me and her both. Like, me and her didn't realize Zach was playing us at that point. And like, we didn't realize that until like, I guess 2 years later, if that makes sense. Like, recently, like, we didn't really realize that until like, I didn't realize that until about 2 years later. Because she mentioned, like, kind of mentioned some stuff that was said, and I'm like, I never said that. And so, like, I'm like, oh, I got played, basically. He basically played me over. But at that time, I blamed Rad because, like, I knew she was upset that, I thought it was still about the whole attention thing. But no, what was going on? Did I say Zach again? I'm gonna have to edit that out again.
You did.
Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Billy Bob was saying
it was also
stuff.
during this time that I was more concerned about your well-being